Okay, we was talking about Elihu ben Rachel. We said that Elihu represent the stone. It means the son that is the father. And Elihu ben Rachel equal Mashiach. Rachel equal Avner. 253. Now, what is special about this name Avner? Avner he was the general of Shaul, the king Shaul. His full name was Avner ben Ner. He was a general, and it is a vote in our sages that says that he will be the general of Mashiach. It means it is a very strong connection between Avner and the Mashiach, and we will see later on how. What is interesting in this man, first of all, we have here the acronym of stone, Even, Avner ben Ner. What it means Avner? Av-ner, it means father of the ner of the candle. Ner is candle. Who is called candle? David HaMelech is calling candle in the Torah, like it is written when he was tired in the war. His general told him, and don't shut the candle of Israel, ולא תכבה את נר ישראל. So one of the names in the Torah of David is called candle, the candle of Israel. So Avner is the father of the candle and is the son of the candle. Avner ben Ner. Now the question is the father of the candle or is the son of the candle? Right? Equal 555. What is 5 times a stone of chen, even chen? 5 times 111. Right?
Gemstone.
Gemstone, yeah. Even chen. So, one of the special things about this number, 253, it is a very special relation between this number and the number of 358 that equal Mashiach. It's like a couple. If I will put all the number from 1 to 253, I will get a very big number. I don't remember what is the number. But the numbers that I will get, it will be the middle point of the numbers that I will get if I do all the numbers together from 1 to 358. The middle point. It means it is a relationship very special between these two numbers. The first time when we have this kind of relationship with number, it's a rare relationship. It's not happen a lot. The first time is with the number 7 and 10.
So 253 means what?
7 and 10.
253 comes from what?
You will see this. I will give example with these two numbers so we understand what I talk about. If I take all the numbers from 1 to 7, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. Alright? Equal 28. 1 plus 2 plus, it's mean a triangle of 7. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 equal 28. if I do all the number from 1 to 10 equals 55. 28 is exactly the middle point of 55. It means 55 plus 1 split to 2 equal 28. This is what you call a middle point of a number. N plus 1 split to 2. Okay? So this is the first couple of numbers that have this special quality. The next two numbers that this happen, this phenomenon, is Gam Ani. Gam Ani. As me too. Esav said to his father, I am too my father. Bless me too. He asked, bless me too, my father. Barcheni, bless me. After the word, Barcheni, he say, Gam Ani Avi. What it means, I am my father too. In Hebrew, if I separate the word Barcheni, I just take this concept. Gamani, it means I am too a father. It's like the son said to his father that I am a father too. Avi is the acronym of Avraham ben Yitzchak. Avraham, son of Yitzchak. Like we said that Avraham not must be the father of Yitzchak, can be his son too. So Avi, it's like a short for Avraham, a nickname for Avraham anytime today. But Avi is the acronym of Avraham, son of Yitzchak. Avraham ben Yitzchak has the acronym of Avi. So what Gamani equal tzayid. How you say tzayid in English?
Hunting.
Hunting. It means Yitzchak like Esav for these two words that he said. I am important like the 7 and like the 8 and like the Avner, these two numbers. The next number after these two numbers, 46 and 61, is the two numbers we talk about. Alright, so this is a very rare couple of numbers. It's happened with 7 and 10. After it's happened with these two words, Gamani, me too. After it's happened with these two numbers, Avner and Mashiach. It's like a son and the mother. Here Mashiach is the mother, is Mashiach ben David. The son that is the father is Mashiach ben Yosef. Alright, so Yitzchak, Gamani, it's half of Yitzchak, by the way, in Gematria. Side equal 104. What is half of Yitzchak? That is 208. What is 2 times Eliyahu? The average value of these two words is Eliyahu, son. So the average, we have here 2 times son, but what he say here as a son is I am a father too, so I deserve to be blessed. Esav is much more smart of what we think, right? And Yitzchak is not stupid if you like Esav. Now we don't talk about the concept of Esav the way he become in this world. We talk about Esav in the word of Torah. That in the Torah is no harm, never. Everything that is written in Torah, it's all holy. So if it is written that Rechavam listen the advice of the children, we have to learn from him here something, that everything that has to do with the coming of Mashiach, this is exactly the idea of listen what the children have to say. It is a story in Gemara about Rav Yosef. Rav Yosef equal Mashiach. So everything he said, it's like Mashiach said it. The same Gematria, Rav Yosef. It is a story about Rav Yosef that he have what we call a clinic death. And he come back to life, and his father asked him, what did you see? He said, I saw the Leonim, the up, down, and the down, up. I saw everything backward, this is what he said.
Upside down.
Yeah, I saw everything upside down. He said, Olam,
הפוך ראיתי.
Olam, הפוך. The word הפוך equal Even Chen Stone of 111, ראיתי.
Gemstone.
Yeah. Olam הפוך ראיתי, this is what he said. This gematria of this word upside down that you see equal Mashiach in full, with all the letter, with the filling letter, Mem, Shin, Yud, Chet, Mashiach. The Mem, the Shin, the Yud, and the word, the four letter, like a word, equal 878. Equal Olam הפוך ראיתי. Rav Yosef, that is Gematria, is Mashiach, say I see a
Upside down.
upside down
World.
world. And,
Reality.
and in the Geonim, it is a traditional, in the Gemara, it is written in the Tosfot, that it is a traditional what he see, what he really saw. They say that he saw the biggest of generation, Rav Shmuel,
גדולי הדור.
Gdol Hador, Rav Shmuel, that he was the biggest rabbi in the generation, sitting in front, learning Torah from Rav Yehuda, that Rav Yehuda was his disciple. Rav Yehuda. What he saw when he was outside in another world, what he saw upside down,
Shamayim.
he saw the disciple teach the rabbi. So when he say to his father, I saw a backwards world,
Upside down.
upside down world, his father say, you saw a true world. Not like this world, that in this world everything that we see can lie. Alright?
עולם אמת. The real
עולם-
truth.
עולם-
The world of the truth.
עולם ברור ראית, you see a
Clear.
clear. Alright, so this is a story. It is written in the Gemara that Rav Yehuda, his father was one of his disciples. His father, his name was Bar Yecheskel, that equal Mashiach. It's interesting. Bar Yecheskel, I think I remember the name well. Rav Yehuda Bar Yecheskel, this is the way they used to call him. Rav Yehuda, son of Yecheskel. Bar is son in Aramaic, but this is the way they used to, it is mentioned his name. Bar Yecheskel equal Mashiach. Alright, so his father, that equal Mashiach, is the disciple of Rav Yehuda as well. Alright, so it's like backwards word, the same idea that has to do with concept of Mashiach. Now, Yosef by himself, when he became second to the king, everybody call him Avrech. Our sages say what it means Avrech. Today people that learn Torah, that they are married, they call them Avrechim. like a Talmid Chacham, like a wise disciple. But our sages said about this name Avrech that is Av, father in wisdom, is father in wisdom, and is Rach Beshanim. It means is young. Rach, it means in Hebrew soft. It means a young kid, we call it in Hebrew Rach Beshanim. It means he's very young and is very wise. It means he's a father and he's a son, both together. Now, the gematria of Avrech, if we do the half sofit, the half or the half sofit equal usually 20. But when the half came in the end of the letter, and we write it this way, it can be equal 500. Alright, so it's two ways to do the gematria of Avrech. If I count this like 500, altogether equal 703. Resh is 200, 500, Bet is 2, Aleph is 1, 703. That equals the word even. If I count the nun that came in the end, instead of 50, 70. Like we explained, the 5 last letter can be counted in two ways. It is, alright, so Avrech equal stone in this kind of gematria. The half sofit equal 500 in this kind of gematria. The mem sofit equal 600. The nun sofit equal 700. The pei sofit equal 800. And the tzadik sofit equal 900. And after came the aleph. That aleph, it means 1,000 in Hebrew. It means many things, but it means the word aleph, the letter aleph.
Aleph like Aleph.
It's like aleph, that aleph, it's 1,000. It means it is a cycle from 1 to 1,000, from aleph to aleph. So this is the way the aleph bet become a cycle of number. This, by the way, explanation about this kind of gematria. With Avrech we have the 500 as half, and with even we have the nun sofit like 700. So in both ways we have 703. That is a stone. יש עוד מקום?
דקה וחצי.
Alright, so we continue with a new concept in next lesson, בעזרת השם.